check the information area just in case y'all want readings or any consultation going on or anything like that. So let's get on in because I guess I feel like I have to be channeling today. Okay. So a lot of things is going on. So y'all see, like, when people bring up like certain things, like I'm a person, I really don't really care. Like honestly, I've been this way since a kid, and it's like, um, I don't know why that song just popped in my head. I wanna know what love is, and the only reason why I remember that song because it was like my papa. I just remember Georgetta would call him Philip. Papa name was Philip, okay? My papa name was Philip. And I remember staying in a house in London. Papa was in the military, okay? And why do I feel like I'm solving like a lot of like military people that basically like I don't know if I'm opening up cases for like or resolving cases or cold cases that were for families that basically didn't like that got unanswered questions or it's like mysterious passings or people going missing or some crazy shit. I feel like that's what if that's what God want me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. It's a little bit risky too, but you know what, if God told me that I'm gonna do it and he got me through this, I'm gonna be his vessel and I'm gonna be his tool to do what it is that he need me to do because it's like I can take the judgment for people because I really don't care what other people think. No way. And I know like the biggest part of it is like a lot of people like, oh, you making a grave mistake when you talk about the military. No, I'm not talking about the military. I'm talking about like the injustices to people because it's like it's not fair. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you have to do, governmentally, and instead of just bringing in innocent people into situation or a lot of people are innocent bystanders. And now like I know I get a lot of flack. Well, I used to get flack for it and I really don't give a fuck about any of that. But it was like the flack like, oh, why would you put your family or your family out like that? Like what, bro? If you knew how many bodies these, especially the women, and it's like it was more females in this family than it was men. And me, I know my energy, so it's like when I was growing up, Sheila, I know for a fact that these people, like, is no way possible that I was able to be related. Now, if anything, I could probably say Sheila could possibly be my mom, but it's like I'm not 100% Patrick, nah. But there's like the simple fact of everything that was going on. I had to remember because I didn't spend a lot of my time with Sheila. Because the thing of it is like every time as a kid, like even during my blackouts, I would stay with my grandma. So most of them, like pictures, like I don't have any baby pictures, none. Like Georgetta would tell me stories like, yeah, when you was 9 months old, da, 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 da. But the thing of it is, I can remember a lot of my life, and every story that everybody talks about is like I was probably like 8 or 9 months old. That part I'm 1,000% sure of. They always like, yeah, you was about 8, 9 months, old, right? And then it's just like maybe one or two pictures of me being a baby, and then like the rest of the pictures that you'll probably see is like me being, I could most likely say I was like maybe 2, 3 type thing, and that was like coming from Hawaii. So the stuff that happened in Hawaii, I'm gonna leave Hawaii alone because I feel like there's an investigator that's gonna come to talk to me about Hawaii. But I know a bigger part of it as well. It was like when we was in Hawaii, we would be in Las Vegas or California. But I remember like the last trip that I took with Sheila to Las Vegas was pretty much like, I don't know how to explain it, but I know it was dangerous. But one thing for sure, and thing I'm certain of, Philip, aka I used to call him Papa, Georgetta called me one day and was like, did you know that Philip was dead? You know, your papa? I'm like, what you talking about? What you mean he did? And I was like, well, you know, where he been at? Because I remember for a long ass time, because I used to always want to go to my grandma's house, and it went to a point where I wasn't even allowed to go over there. Couldn't even go to my great grandma's house. And I thought that was weird as shit. But then it was like, it got to a point where if it wasn't like going over there, mind you, these motherfuckers was in like cocaine, drugs, and stuff like that. So, like I said, being around like dark energy, I'm accustomed to that shit. But the part of it, it was like I couldn't understand because it was a lot of motherfuckers that went missing. But I remember like having a conversation. Well, basically, I was sitting there listening because 10 times out of 10, I will always have to be the person listening to everybody because I didn't really want to fucking talk to them. Like when I say that these people irritated my blood, I didn't want to talk to them. However, I know for a fact that each place that they probably took these bodies at and stuff like that and how they got rid of them, some of them they was just putting shit in these people's food. And that's just the easiest thing to do. Like even when I'm down, like the patterns were felt so familiar. Like for me, I'm a person that's like familiarity type things. That shit is like when it comes down to poisoning, when it comes down to just trying to put that shit in people's food, trying to set up traps, messing with the cars, like gang stalking, all that stuff, gang wars, when it's provoked, how you take somebody out, even down to like shit. I knew like the craziest thing of it is this situation is going to require these people to basically say, I know where she is, but admitting to say that you know where she is to say that you have been stalking and surveillancing this person. But in order to even say that, it's still going to sound like either way it goes, you stalk this person, and then this information, how is it that you got this information if you never spoke to this person? And then the biggest part of it is like, I tell everybody, I record everything, any interaction with anybody. You feel like you're gonna walk up to me and just talk to me about anything, small conversation, bullshit conversation, I already know like what you want. And it was just like, oh, we need to figure out where she at. It's not like figure out where she at. It's like we already know where she at, but we're gonna make it believe that we don't know where she's at. And then it's like we can keep up with all of that because where she's at, she's not gonna, we need to see how she's gonna react for where she's at type thing. So when I went on ahead and did my move around, I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and put the pieces together. Because as way as y'all sitting there playing the game, like, this shit is like kind of like fun to me because it's like, shit, let's make it interesting. You're saying this, you making this kind of case and these accusations. Then you call me talking about something that you was trying to come up with a case in 2022. It's 2024. You have the audacity to call me before I get ready to fly out back to Florida to say, oh, or can you come? And I was like, I can come to where you are. And I'm just like, let me play along with this because I was like, eventually the bitch gonna tell me, what the hell it is because it was false allegations. And then you have the audacity to come at me and talking about, yeah, we need to talk to you or see the child, but you're coming to me with allegations from 2022, meaning you didn't do your motherfucking job or due diligence to even come to the home to even follow up with any of those things. Oh, yes, we did. No, the fuck you didn't, because ain't nobody knock on that door. And I'm at the house. I don't go outside like that. So that would require me to be outside because I used to go get my weed, go groceries, come home and take care of my kids. And then after that, I'm home doing my tarot readings, doing my nails, my hair, minding my business. So it's like, it didn't make sense. Like a lot of shit that they was doing, that shit didn't make sense. So that's why I tell people with the quickness, keep your mouth off of me. I don't bother nobody. I mind my own business. And 10 times out of 10, I tend to stay away from people because when you're sensitive to energy and you're sensitive to when you're sensitive to energy, you're sensitive to touch, and you're sensitive to sound, as an autistic person, we tend to pick up things that people wouldn't know. Like the frequency of the air will let me know when it's about to rain. And somebody will be like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Well, it's about to rain, and then boom, it starts raining. They be like, how did you know that? It's just like fucking basic common sense that you should know, but then it's like you don't fucking know. And then it's like, okay, well, 10 times out of 10, it's a lot of you motherfuckers operating out of your ego. So it's like now you're mad at me because it's like, let's go everywhere she decides that she want to go. We need to go ahead and figure out what it is that she know. So it's like, when I was moving around in Puerto Rico, it's just like, okay, well, we need to figure out what it is she know. Okay, well, why is you gonna still keep doing that? Right now, you operating out of ego, which is gonna end up, you gonna end up fucking yourself in the end, because it's like you trying to get something. Then you hired a sniper, and then there's like, why would you hire fucking snipers if you already know that this person has worked around snipers, what they look like, the demeanor, the characteristics, and it's like, me, I'm a person like, what part of gang wars? What part of gang wars you not getting? What part of not coming from the streets are you not fucking getting? What part of you not getting coming from madams and mob kings and queens and shit like that? What part are you not fucking getting of that? And then it's like, the biggest part of it is like, we need to get them to do this. But if you know, if that does happen, then guess what? That's a whole different conversation that you have to have. And then guess what? Everything that I had been saying, you're proving me right. And then it's like, you're doing your best and making it, like, harder for somebody else to try to prove that you're right when you know that you're dog wrong, right? So it was just like, sitting there like, oh, we're gonna send out this person, make sure you do this with the flashlight, or make sure that you do this and see what it is that they're doing at night, and what they're gonna say and how they're gonna do this. And it's like a lot of just weird things, and it's just like, I leave that, where it is. And also, it's just like, pay attention, like with these kind of cases and some of these people, if you are an FBI agent, a CIA police officer that actually is doing your job, like for real doing your job. Because it's like, the biggest part of it is, everybody knows, even when you send in a report to any of these government systems, how would I know? It's called being in the military. Dun, dun, dun. All the fucking rules and regulations fucking abide by the same fucking line. Shit, it's called you know what I'm saying, the lineup. Who's your higher up? After you do this step, you go to this step and this step and this step. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. So I feel like somebody was like a complete fucking idiot, and very just didn't do they work, just being belligerent and shit, and just not understanding like the how you pulling up all this information. Marcus, please. Pulling up all this information is just like, why are you not doing your due diligence? And then it's like, the biggest common factor of it is, you're willing to take out somebody innocent, because it's like the information that they're getting, or aka channeling, is because you keep meddling with someone that's not doing anything. And then it's like, you're persistent, like, I gotta get this person, I gotta get this person, I gotta get this person. Why are you so adamant to do something to somebody that's not doing anything? And then it's like, you're not, the process of common sense is not processing to any of these folks to say, hey, damn, every time that we do get in her energetic space, or if we say something to her, or if we get into her platforms, or when we try to, like, y'all gotta understand, us as people that are intuitively or have mediumships and stuff like that, it just requires you to just speak that person's name. Sometimes if you own that person's domain, like their websites, their social media platforms, you're giving those people, like, people need to learn spiritually, you're giving that person access to, get into your energy, to know your business, know your sins and stuff like that. And then you do even worse whenever you start commenting, and it's like, we're going to cyberbully this person, we're going to say this and say that. Well, guess what? You just gave that intuitive reader, that psychic medium, authority to know everything about you and everybody that you probably had came in contact with that day. So that's why I tell a lot of people, stop poking at people. If you don't want the secrets out, don't talk about them. Leave them alone. Go mind your business and go the fuck on. Because it's like, if you want your operations to still be running effectively, and then it's like, you got some people with some gifts that even if you walk up to them and start talking, you can't get upset if they sit there and start reading your ass to filth. And it's like, how the fuck? And it's just like, yeah, because it's like, you're playing a game. So it's like, okay, well, you've been running amok, so let's just see what's, going up with that. And then it's just like, who's really leaving out of the situation mad? It's not that person, it's basically you looking mad, because it's like, how did they know all of that? We had to cover our tracks about what it is that we said. And it's just like, What are we doing? What's our next moves? I want to see if she knows what our next moves and what we're gonna do. It's like you're gonna continue investigating, and somebody's also is like we're gonna send somebody that person's way. We're gonna see, what it is, what they're gonna do, what they're gonna say. Like I feel like also it's gonna, if, like, say, because each place or country have its own FBI agency. However, there is, a Puerto Rican FBI agent that's kind of like dirty, and he don't know. Like I said, Interpol is in this. I feel like CID is involved in this. Like I'm talking about the big dogs that like come in, like they know like corruption do happen. Sue's confirmation. However, this is a whole different fucking conversation because it's gonna be like, wait a minute, because it's too many cases in this instant. Because I feel like if it's other readers that this person's been watching, there's a whole different conversation because someone's fit to figure out. Because it's like the case that I'm aware of, the only reason why I'm aware of this one case of the one that happened in Rio Grande, it was just because it was too close to home. Because the dude who I was talking, well, actually I was sleeping with him, so energetically anything that he committed sin wise, I could tell you when he was lying. I could pinpoint anybody that he slept with, talked with, his family's deepest darkest secrets, like instance of going back as history all the way back to his great grandparents. So it was like once he like, I don't feel he understood that, but then it was just like he didn't want to believe, like, oh, ain't no way she's a high priestess like that. But it's like the sins of what this shit goes all the way back to. It's just like back in, I'm hearing something about 1962, or somebody born in 1962 had some things to do with what they had got involved with. Because I'm picking up a man that always wear like straw hats, like a straw hat or something like that. Also, I'm hearing something about a whole bunch of old heads, but I feel like a lot of people is like where they was turning their heads about some shit that was happening. These people are not understanding, like, you're guilty. It makes you guilty by association whenever it is like, because I feel like people fit to get questioned so bad that it's like I made it my business intentionally, because it was like it's strategically, because y'all was trying to be, well, I'm gonna say it again, y'all was trying and it didn't make sense to me. But the stupid thing of it is, someone needs to make sure that you go over there. I think it was like, it's called Valco 2022. Yeah, has cameras everywhere. You have Tesla on, like you got Tesla ran stuff on that building. So the biggest question of it is, like, I'm researching how much it is just for one Tesla box. Okay, it's like $20,000 for one Tesla box. Okay, so it's like it was like at least 3 or 4 Tesla box around there. Not to mention that the whole place where I stayed at, it had nothing but cameras all the way around it. Right? So it's just like, if there's footages, because I feel like I was there for December. I made it my business to make sure that where particular cameras is at, you make okay, people, if you don't know, make eye contact with certain cameras. Now also, if you're smart enough, you strategically, you take your phone with you and you clock yourself at what time. Okay, at this time I went in, this time I went out, this is the time I went to my car, this is what I got in my car, this is what, I'm saying. You take video and images of it, because sometimes you'll get some people in places where there's been cameras and stuff like that, and they like to delete footages where they know where it is, and it's like somebody is going to try to do it where they're going to miss out on the fact, on the time lapse. Someone is not going to understand that where you felt like you cleared out the video images in that camera and that footages, it's going to be given, and they're going to ask you, what did you do with it? But I feel like wherever like FBI and CIA, well, the FBI, because I fuck the CIA at this point, because the CIA ain't got shit to do with anything, because they were just experimenting just to see if they can effectively do this shit. And like I said, the FBI, if you're gonna look into it, I feel like they got the technology to pick up what it is that y'all erased, and everything that they're gonna pick up from these cameras that were erased. Because like I said, there were not only cameras at the Velcro 2022, there was also cameras over there off of Calle Morehoff and Santurce in that other house. with the owner. Well, I don't feel he was the owner, and I feel like it was fraud. So he gonna run me back for all the months I was there. He gonna run me back that 1250 for every month that I was there. I want my money. Um, Camilio, yeah, I already knew at that instant because the woman he sent in to have me sign the paperwork with, and then it was like talking to him, but it was like anywhere that I was researching, trying to figure out, what he looked like type shit, I couldn't find anything, and I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I was just like, okay, it's at that point, that's when I knew it was something behind it. But I remember texting this man, and as I'm texting him, mind you, the room, and then like where I was in the room, because I recorded, there was liquid coming through the fucking wall. Like, yo, if I turn on this wall, I'm gonna be electrocuted. So that's how I knew, like, y'all, these motherfuckers just trying to kill me. But what you trying to kill me for? Because it was like, am I spilling tea or something? Like, because I was like, shit, you shouldn't be guilty of anything if I don't even know you people. Mind you, I didn't talk to none of those people, and the only two people was the cat lady that was on my right side, and on the left side was a big fat bitch. And yeah, she was a bitch because she always had an attitude, and it took everything in me not to just choke her fat ass. But I'm pretty sure she ain't had no motherfucking neck because her neck and her chin was connected. But that ain't neat. That's neither here nor there. But it's just like, sit y'all asses down and leave people the fuck alone, because it's like, shit, gain some fucking confidence, because this shit, I feel like the FBI is gonna have a fucking laugh if they figure out, like, why would y'all penetrate this? Because on top of that, this shit, not only that, the maximum thing of it is, not only you corrupted, you're racist as shit. And then it's like, damn, you discriminated over a person because she looked like this. And then it's like, but nosotros ton mezcla con España and Taíno y Africano. Yeah, but every fucking Africano that you fucking see, you have a fucking beef and have problem with them. So how is it that you sitting here claiming, oh, well, yeah, we're mixed Puerto Ricans, and bitch, if I hear one more, I'm gonna punch you in your shit, and it's taking everything in me not to slap y'all in your shit, because y'all showed me every fucking way, and when I say every fucking way, that you do not like the dark skin. And I feel bad for the dark skin motherfuckers that live out there in fucking Louisa. Y'all, they not getting no fucking water. Y'all not helping them with reconstructing, but y'all can go ahead and rebuild them hotels behind where everything is at. And then it's like, on top of that, them people would be, I swear to God, everybody on fucking the Puerto Rico island would be pissed as fuck if they found out what the hell was going on with their money. And they was like, why can't we get more money? Y'all deserve way much more money than what it is that y'all getting. Because what they could be giving you and what they paying y'all is way under it. And especially for these fucking franchises, they paying you way below than what the fuck you worth it. But it's like, it's not like it's difficult. But back to the main thing, like I said, that Velco's place, that right there had let me know that the church is involved in this shit. And it had let me know there's a couple of real estate agents that's involved in this shit. Like, it's given. So it's giving me more of the people on the higher up end that got like real estate that's running this shit. And then it's like, even the drug lords, I feel like they falling back long, and like basically they understand, as long as you ain't fucking with my shit, I ain't gonna fuck with you. That's the only reason why they ain't have no street issues, because it's like, if you don't fuck with my shit, I don't fuck with you. And that's why, because I remember, and I'm gonna tell it like this. It was a lady that worked for my son in Orlando when I was in Orlando before my baby boy got killed. Her name was Miss Mary Lynn. Mary Lynn is from Catania. Yeah, we fit to put it all out here, because I told y'all should have been nice. Y'all should have been fucking helpful. And I was trying to be nice to everybody. I did my best to be nice to everybody, but y'all didn't want to be nice, so Miss Nice is gone. So Mary Lynn, she used to be the nurse for my disabled son. And then I remember in the midst of it, she left and she was like, yeah, I got to go to Colombia. She went to Colombia with some friends or whatever, because she wasn't working with us for a little bit. Mari Lynn is from Catayo, but she was taking care of my special needs son in Orlando. She was like, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm going to get ready to go back home because I need to be close with my husband or whatever. And I was like, I met her husband and everything. And I was like, cool, no problem. But I remember what was kind of awkward was she had got my mail. And I was like, damn, why is my mail open? But I was like, you know what? Maybe she just, I chopped it up as maybe she just, was not paying attention, and she just end up opening it up by accident. That's what I chopped it up to. But now with everything fucking going up on, because I was like, shit, one of them I end up getting a check, some money. Like, it was only like a small amount of money that I got from the Wells Fargo's bank. But then it was like another information that was coming from the other bank, and I was just like, something's not right. So I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna let that go. But the biggest kicker of it is, what I recall, Marlene used to be a police out there. Well, I don't know which city she was a police officer in, but she lives in Catania. But I remember her showing us that she was a police officer here in Puerto Rico. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right. I ain't think nothing. I put it in the back of my mind because I'm a person. I'm a stash shit. Like, people tell me stuff, I tend to stash it because it's like, it's certain things don't make sense. You put the pieces together, and sometimes that shit that you put in the back of your mind, yet put it forward, it makes sense. So that shit happened. But then it was just like the one thing, like I said, the one fucking place, this Velcro little spot. Like I said, I liked it because it was the security. I had just broke up with, well, I want to say broke up. It was just like I left the old situation alone or whatever. But mind you, prior to me getting to this place, I was getting stalked. I was getting harassed. They had put gasoline around the house. They was fucking with the car. And then it was like the same way that the car was behaving, it happened in 3 different instances. So that's how I knew. I was like, yeah, they following you. Like, there was no missing that. And I was just like, okay. But the Velcro thing is like, when I was getting ready to ask for it, I was like, okay, well, they found another way. They was like, well, shit, we want to get her money. So it's like everybody been taking it on the island like, oh, she got money, she got money. So they've been overcharging in every place that I went, because I'm sitting there looking like none of this shit. Like, I'm researching. I ask other people before I do it. Me, I'm just gonna pay for it because it's like, I have these kids and I'm not gonna argue in front of my kids. So I'm gonna do my best because it's like, I know my anger scares my children, and I'm not gonna scare my children whatso fucking ever. So it's just like, because it's like my kids are gonna be more concerned for you than what it is that I like me. Like, I don't like to get angry because if I can't control myself, that's a problem for every fucking body. And me, I'm the type of person, I get to a point where I'll take my repercussions, especially if I feel like you deserve it. Here's the thing. As I did this, it's like I made it my business to go everywhere where there's fucking cameras and surveillance is at, okay? Not to mention that I did my own personal recording for my own record's sake. Like I said, taking pictures of it, and you take your SD cords and your disc and chips, and you download the shit that you need just in case that they ask you to come to court. Because it's like the only thing I'm waiting for, it is like for a bit, I'm picking up on my own reading. I'm like, a court case. What court case do I have? And I'm just like, okay, there's a court case. But then I was like, with the behavior and how everybody been moving, I said it makes complete fucking sense to me. And then not to mention, it's like, why would you hire somebody from fucking special forces, as if I didn't have anybody from fucking special forces that would let me know who the top snipers are, type shit. And then it's just like the down dark secrets of military services, White House officials, Pentagon people, like I said, even down to the YouTube people. And then it's like, why is she talking about, how does she know about what's going on with politics and in the government, and how she know what's going on with this judge and stuff like that? Because y'all keep fucking with me and y'all won't leave me the fuck alone. It's like, shit, if anything, run me a fucking contract or a job or something and leave me the fuck alone. I help y'all figure out what the hell y'all need to do. But shit, y'all need to regulate these motherfuckers that y'all allowing to do all this black magic and manipulation towards people that are fucking innocent and want to live. But I was like, well, shit, when you in a crab in a barrel, that's the fucking behavior that you get. And then it's like, okay, well, why is it that you're so different? Well, because I want fucking better in life. Is that difficult to fucking believe? Oh, she cussed too much. She dressed different. And so fucking what? Y'all let half the fucking Puerto Rican men in fucking Puerto Rico gay as fuck. It is just like, just call it what it is. And the politician men, they be the worst ones. Shit, half they wives be messing with, them little young jits. And shit, it's like one of the police officers, from the department was messing with, the little jit that I was talking to that was staying at my home. And it's like, I still remember what her face looked like. I think right now, when I went to go look for her Facebook, I guess she took it down because I guess she was trying to take him down type shit. And I'm just like, bruh, y'all sitting here playing all this shit. Y'all put stuff in people's food as if you're not going to know. Me, my body is just going to pass it. So it's just like, shit, it just is what it is. And then it's like, okay, you out of pocket. Nah, ain't nobody out of pocket. That's just what it is, kid. Like, somebody trying to snake somebody. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius is involved in this. And yeah, like, it was a dude stalking I think his name was like Shaquille Robley. Like, this motherfucker stalked the hell out of me. How he figured out where the hell I lived, I could not tell you to this day. I could not tell you. But I remember seeing that motherfucker speed up and down my road all the fucking time. And then he was like, "You're lying, you're lying, you're lying." Like, bro, okay, well, whatever. Like, why are you at my house for one? And then it's like, he making his business to go make these charts. And it's like, these people, it's like 10 times out of 10, like, people tend to fall in love with me in my energy. And I don't know why. And I don't fucking like people half the time. It's like, high and by. Like, in my life, I think in the future, I just want a companion. I don't want nothing else. But it's like, they working with, like, you would have to, in order to know certain things or to move in a particular way. I feel like somebody is understanding, somebody is blending in with certain things. Also, there's a pregnant woman that somebody knows somebody is pregnant, but they keep turning them away and keep trying to say, no, you're just thinking other things. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as well. Is this person pregnant by that person or something? Yeah. Yeah, there's like a lot of people pregnant and stuff like that. It's just like all the stuff that they supposed to do. I'm also hearing something about somebody about to be in debt. Excuse me, confirmation. Somebody about to be in huge ass debt. Just off the strength of, because of what they did or what they said. Like I said, somebody's fit to go away and lose their fucking job or something. Excuse me. Somebody's gonna get a phone call by Monday. Somebody's gonna get a phone call about their job. Ooh, there's gonna be one person getting it don't look good. I said, I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Somebody's skeletons is coming out. Or somebody is like, I got some skeletons in my closet and I don't want nobody to know. And also, I felt, oh, that means somebody's rejecting someone's offer for something, because I hear somebody say, look, I'm fit to pull back from all of that because fuck that. If she knows, I'm hearing a conversation where somebody is clearly saying, I can hear the conversation clear as fucking day. If she knows all of that shit and I play with this and I feel like someone's not understanding, this person got a clear fucking comprehension to understand. If she knows all of that and y'all are in her energy and she knows all of that just by y'all even just stepping there, I'm not participating in that. I'm hearing somebody say, I'm not for the fuck up my bag, because shit, if she knows all of that and it's somebody that knows and understands, like, yeah, who somebody understands Santeria, but I don't feel that this person understand, like, maybe this person don't understand me or they don't understand how somebody else's reads, but I feel like someone is getting a full understanding, like, bro, if she could pick up all y'all secrets and hidden things like that, and she's like, if somebody's understanding, like, this person, if this person could pick up all of that and secrets and conversations and shit, I'm hearing somebody say, I don't want no parts of that. I feel like somebody is at least about 2 or 3 people that turned down an offer. Yep. How many people has turned down this offer? 10 people is turning down an offer, or 10 people, or somebody's about to receive their 10 of Pentacles that is due to somebody. Because somebody, I feel like somebody probably going to try to figure out how to get something. Like, somebody got to figure out how to get around somebody. I don't know what that means necessarily. We're going to figure it out, because I'm just channeling. This is just channeling, because I can't see anything in the dark. So, Yeah, somebody got to figure out how to get around somebody. Also, someone is making a phone call to someone and is telling them like what someone's whereabouts or what they're doing. Someone is currently on the phone telling somebody like, "Yeah, I can hear that they're doing such and such and such." Like some, I don't know if this person is in close proximity of the other person. Like if you're being investigated or whatever, the other person is in close proximity or whatever, and they're like eavesdropping or listening into what it is that you're saying. Yeah. They most definitely are. There's no missing that. Also, it's like somebody's looking for their chance and opportunity to figure out how can they snake you or whatever the case may be, or get rid of you. They hired a masculine, but I feel like somebody's understanding it's like also somebody's using Python to get into someone's phone. They're using Python engineering. So this is like somebody that they probably got from like a university. They got from a college. I feel like somebody's using a child in this shit. Whoever did this, you need your man, you deserve whatever the fuck you get. Why would you get your child involved in this? And I feel like somebody's just like, yeah, this is just a chance for me to, test out what it is that I've learned so far. Like I feel like one person is like it's innocent, but it's not innocent because it's like even if, like if you 18, 19, 20, shit, I don't give a fuck if you in your 30s and your parents like, oh, my parents always take care of me, so of course I don't mind doing this for my parents. No, motherfucker, you mind doing it for your parents if they tell your ass they gonna lock you up, and somebody's parents gonna feel like shit because it's like you got your child involved in this shit. And I mean, I get it. I understand that you was just trying to do it because it's like shit. This gives me a chance to practice because I feel like this is somebody that was probably either trying to go to college, go to school, or was in college and school, or just have a dream to like proceed in something like this. Is like really smart people that wanted to get some degrees, but it's just like, can you do this for me, babes? And it's like, of course, your child ain't gonna tell you no, especially if you've been a good parent to him so far. So it's like, why wouldn't I want to do this favor for my parent or my aunt or whoever it is to you? And it's like, now someone is going to understand. They're going to have no fight, even if somebody just be like, oh, that wasn't right and I'm going to do everything to change my life. I don't feel like these courses going to hear shit about that because it's like it's so many people that got unalive. It's about 3 major people that are unalive, and then the stories that they have to like figure out, like, why are they unalive, why did you hide this, and why did you lie? And then it's just like by July it's going to be a lot of people. If it don't happen between now and July, somebody's going to have a lot of things. I feel for whoever. Because it's like this person will play like they a fucking chameleon. Like they'll blend in or something like that. Or they'll send somebody in to try to blend in with the environment of, just to see what it is that you're doing. They'll act like they reading or some shit like that. Or it's like, oh, we're surfing in or some shit like that. And then it's like in a particular area, it's like, okay, this person doesn't belong. But it's a given. Like I feel like everybody knows like where this person is at. Everybody knows. And it's just like these other people are so in their ego, they know for a fact if they have to come close to this person or if anything happens to this person, they all know that if it goes down, they can't even play stupid. Not even the judge that was trying to sign off on it, not the lawyer, none of them. They know for a fact they could not get away with it because they would have to literally answer questions. And I'm not going to tell y'all dumbass what questions they're going to ask you. If you are the FBI agent, if this person recants or the story or their words switch up just a tiny bit, just know that they're telling you a bold-faced lie. Okay? Also, someone's child or something like that is going to be in a hospital for something, and so they're going to be like, oh, can we just reschedule this, or can we just do this over the phone or something? Don't, because this person is going to try to like record it and re-examine like what it is that you're asking and stuff like that. Like this is a person that like maybe if they had a degree or something in like psychology, or they might just go ask somebody in, like I keep on getting something about an oncologist or something like that, or it's an oncologist, a blood doctor, OBGYN, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a lawyer, a social worker, a school director, and then who else? Your mama. I'm talking about your mama, baby. Go. Why don't you go worry about if what they gonna find on your computer about that child abuse and that hate speech that you have, and why you trying to run for a political position that you ain't gonna ever get. So please go find you some business real quick before I release every bit of your sin. Go mind you some business very quickly. Because you ain't finna take me off a list. If God told me to reveal it, that's what I'm gonna reveal. And how is it that you call yourself a Christian and you make it your business to come on this profile every fucking time because I'm sitting there telling your sins and your secrets? Well, that's what I used to do. I don't do that no more. I changed my ways. Well, apparently your ways is coming back in front of you, and it's showing, like, it's showing very hard. It's showing worse than a child getting their first fucking zit. Okay, like, please have you several seeds. They gonna track all of that shit. That's like I said. If they find out some of y'all are political and y'all in certain positions, and they gonna find out some of y'all, these people are fucking racist, and then y'all gonna get pulled out of position. ASA motherfucking P. And I pray to God that the people that have been suppressed and not getting the help, I hope they get their help. I hope they get compensated or anything, because God compensate me in the best way, in the biggest way. I'm gonna make sure that's gonna be one city that's gonna outrun every fucking body. And I'll make it my business. Hopefully the person that works for it and actually governing it is actually somebody that got some fucking common sense. Because you motherfuckers right here, y'all don't deserve anything. And anything, y'all don't deserve anything special. Y'all deserve anything that's coming your motherfucking way. And it's going to be harsh. Because I also feel like it was somebody that was either pregnant or something that y'all tried to fucking get rid of. And that person that was pregnant that y'all almost got fucking rid of and you couldn't get rid of, y'all gonna get punished. Like when I say this is one of those, baby, it ain't gonna be nothing nice. And I feel like somebody's gonna end up, I'm hearing somebody gonna get life. It's heavy on a RICO charge. Messing around with me gonna get you life. Messing around with this one right here, this reader, you gonna get life. And I'm gonna make it my business, and it's gonna be like, please, and if they ask me to testify, fuck that. Oh, can we settle out? No, let's do this, because I'm telling you, I'm doing my best to be nice. But if you want to take my kindness for weakness, bitch, let's do this. I'm not showing no mercy. And me in person, I probably won't always remember a name, but I do definitely remember a face. I can remember what people say and what the fuck you do. I won't remember your name, but I remember faces. I remember what people say. I remember what you do. I got a fucking memory of a fucking elephant. I might not talk as much, and people are, oh, she got bad memory because of this, and this happened to her as a kid. Yeah, y'all knew the shit that happened to me when I was 2, but instead of trying to bring it to me to give me my real name and shit like that, y'all want to keep playing this game. So when we play the blame game, understand it ain't gonna be nobody to blame at the end of the day. There's no one to blame, because it's not going to be anyone to blame. All I know is the truth is going to come out, and all the names that I'm going to need to say, I'm dropping them. Oh, but we supposed to be family. We supposed to be kin, and I was supposed to be. I don't give a fuck if you got kids. You wasn't worried about your kids when you came fucking with me. You wasn't worried about your kids. But what about I have to be there to watch my babies and da, da, da. Bitch? Well, it looks like they got to go to CPS just like you wanted my kids to go there. So now it's time for you. So it's like all is fear when it goes to war. So I want y'all to go look at Edie's. I want y'all to go look at Lysandra. I want you to go look at Miranda. Listen, I will drop every single last one of your fucking names until you leave me the fuck alone. And I promise you, run me my money, because y'all knew you was fucking wrong. Y'all over here scamming motherfuckers. And then on top of that, you stalking? Bruh. Pray to whoever you need to pray to. Yeah, I better ask for mercy, because you ain't getting it from me. And if that judge, if we get a good judge, I pray that judge go ahead and allow me to figure out what it is that I want. Because then at that point, y'all going to be at the mercy of the Most High. Because whatever the Most High allows me to say, that's just going where it's going to be. Because I'm not settling shit out of court. I don't want to be embarrassed. Well, there's one way out of this. And that might be you taking yourself out. Because ain't nobody finna take me out. Nope. God is, listen, God ain't for to let this happen. Nope. Hell no. This mission's too big. Y'all been doing stuff too dirtily. Y'all been sitting here stalking me. Y'all want to sit here and break y'all little chicken breast friend. Like, how she know all this shit? Because you're being stupid as fuck. Quit being fucking ignorant and acting real fucking belligerent. You got too cocky. Now, y'all felt like it was gonna be your local. Y'all thought it was gonna be Puerto Rico's FBI that's gonna run this shit. Now, the big dogs is in. Good morning. I'm hearing once. I'm hearing marshals. Cause like I said, them drop off where y'all been hiding them kids at. Yeah, you gotta understand, they're not too far. So I would pretty much let everybody know, like, any place in any location that I've ever traveled since y'all got my location, and I'm pretty sure the FBI is going to go ahead and ask me for it and get the information that they need. Any and every location, not too far. If you go ahead and walk around some of these places, you will be able to find those hidden spots where these people are hiding these kids that got these little secret fetishes. Also, you will be able to find their little secret society meeting sites. You will also be able to meet their little swinger parties whenever these judges and lawyers feeling a little razzle dazzled, and you'll be able to find their spots. You'll be able to find which hotels that they use, as well as Oswella, Oswell. Ooh, who's Oswell? Who's Oswell? Lion in the Cave, Leo, people that, like I said, everybody, Camilio, all of them, all these people wanting to be on the radio. Dream Real Estate. I'm hearing something about Dream Real Estate Company. It's another company as well. Like they got it ran by somebody else. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get there eventually. Let's slow it down. Slow it down, Spurt. What else you got for this? Tribal. So it's just like, also someone that's going to be like, in order to get out of this, there's some people that knows that there's ways for them to get out of this. Like I said, I've offered people a chance to make peace with this shit. I don't want your bullshit apology, but since you don't want to do it, nope. Someone said I ain't gonna do it. All right, you ain't got to, baby. Somebody said that is somebody else gonna do it. It's just like, you don't want to do it, you're going to have to go through it. And they was like, I ain't fit to do this. I'm fit to get rid of this bitch. I hear somebody saying that shit with confidence. I'm going to get rid of this bitch. And then it's like, in the confidence that they have, somebody don't understand the person that they hired knows who that person is and knows what kind of person it is. And somebody going to feel like shit. It's like, you didn't tell me that. I feel like somebody's going to go back to somebody and be like, you wanted me to do what? And you didn't tell me that this person had kids. Like, listen, something's for the backfire like a motherfucker to somebody. Something for the backfire like a bitch on somebody. And then it's a female at this. Shorty, like, go. So, people are interesting. You know, I can't even call this person a people. It's just being. I'm gonna just call this being. Has so much jealousy and envy. It's ridiculous. And it's like not even jealousy and envy. This person has hate in their heart, like a pure fucking hate. I have a pure hate for your race. Okay, you're a disgrace to your own fucking race once they figure out what the fuck you did, you dumb bits. Now who gonna be such a disgrace by then? And it's like I feel like this is a person that's gonna probably try to sneak off and like, if I can't go to Orlando, I'm gonna try to go to Philly. Like, this is somebody that probably has connects in like Philly, Connecticut, Jersey, New York, if not Florida. Like, they trying to get away. It's like, we're just gonna tell the kids that we're gonna go on vacation or something like that. And this is somebody that is always press for like the kids need to be in school. Da, da, da. Now you understanding why people homeschool, but this person is going to have to homeschool off the safety and the strength of what the hell is coming to you. And I'm also hearing somebody did something like, oh, I'm fit to hire somebody from my old school. I want you to do it executional style. Somebody said execution style. Oh, me, oh my, oh wow. Also, it's like this person wants them to do it at night. It's always at night though. And then it's like I feel like this person is not going to be able to fight. So make sure you do it right. Make sure you sneak up on them at night. Also, I'm hearing say wait until about midnight. Um, because that I guess I told this she's telling a person to wait until midnight because somebody comes in at a shift or at a particular time that's able to write off on a report. So this is a person's telling them like they trying to clock it at a particular time to make sure that when the crime is committed that the police officer that's going to be on the job or works over I guess over the precinct or the jail place at that time. Also it's like somebody sent somebody a chime. Somebody just sent something to somebody's chime. Also I'm hearing somebody's dropping the dime. All this shit was on my mind. Yeah, like I'm hearing like somebody, because it's like this is a person using like them old burner boost phones, chirp phones type shit, like walkie talkies. Like the and I used to see all that in the projects they were walking around with the walkie talkies and shit. That's how I just like knew. I was like, y'all motherfuckers corrupt as shit. Y'all see it clear as day. We see it, you see it, we all see it. It ain't no secret. It's just about who getting paid for this shit. So it's just like someone's on payroll. Somebody's on somebody else's payroll. But it's like the payroll who they own. I feel like when y'all pick up this and y'all investigate this shit, it's gonna be like, what the fuck? They also been robbing these people off their taxes. Like the people that live in Puerto Rico on the island, they've been robbing these people off the rip, off top for their taxes. Like when I remember trying to do it, and I was sitting there like, what? And then I was like, I'm reading the laws and regulations of this shit, and I was like, it don't make sense. So then once I did like the backdrop of it, they taking off on top of it. Like mind you, it's already at 10%. Like you're already robbing people whenever they fucking going into the stores to buy the clothes. So that's already a rob. And then it's like on top of that, oh, you already stopped it. So it's just like y'all robbing people in certain things, and then it's like when you look around within certain communities, you just like, okay, wait a minute, y'all got all these infrastructures. Mind you, it's like we needed this amount of money. You put them there, and they're still there for years from now. But then it's like when you go back over the physical year, every physical year hits around October. So when I looked at the physical year, because those are public records, I'm sitting there, I was like, damn, there's a bunch of discrepancies on their physical and quarterly reports of financials that they send into the Department of Treasury. And I feel like somebody's going to be like, something is very treacherous on this. It's like the finances also, it's like the allegations, like I'm telling you, there's prestige, they're considered the prestigious ones. But this doctors, lawyers, whatever the case may be, these people having these places in these buildings, it's like their salary and what they're driving, what they're living in, the amount of the home and stuff like that, it's not going to add up. And it's like somebody started doing that because, like I said, it was already one guy that I already knew he was a Fed when he was asking me questions. And you want to know what the first question he asked me? He said, question. He said, did you realize or notice? He said, it seems like you're kind of familiar with it. And he was like, you seem like the type of person. I was like, I kind of got offended, but then I was like, I'm not going to be offended by it because it was just a question. And I remember being at the hotel or whatever the case may be. And I guess he said a buddy or whatever, he was, on boats or whatever. He came off the boat. He asked me, he sat down. He was like, I just got a question for you. He said, did you ever notice are there any red light houses? I said, yes, a lot of red light houses. And he was like, He said, what about the ones with the kids? I said, yeah, it's a whole bunch of those if you really ain't paying attention. And I was like, shit, 10 times out of 10, you go to the projects. It's a bitch over there willing to go ahead and give you her kid for the right price. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, go try it. He went and attempted to do it. He was like, you were right. And I was like, I know. And then like one place that where we was at, and it was near, I'm not gonna put it out just yet because I want these people to come to me and ask me the motherfucking questions like you needed to. Like, and we literally, and I said, well, if you come back outside, we sitting there, and they had brought some weed, and we sat outside and we was smoking a joint or whatever. And I said, well, watch these movements and you'll see what I mean. And we sat there and we smoked, and he watched as where I was telling him to watch. And then they had left, and he went out amongst the city. I said, once you go into the city, God said, you'll see. And when he went into the city, he came back and he was like, oh my gosh. He was like, yo, this place over here, especially when you go to the west side in particular areas, shit is lit. On the east side, shit, you know, it's all the way mainly in the northeast. When you go to like Guanabo and shit like that, they be trying to keep it like discreet, like the shit ain't happening. But shit, Guanabo got the biggest city of the fucking freaks of everybody sharing each other partners. They fucking sister wife and then that shit to death. Okay, they sister wives city. Guaynabo is sister wife city. Pass me them titties. Let me mind my business. Anyways, but it's the truth though. It's the truth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Keyshawn, Keyshawn, Keisha, Kayla, somebody. Somebody's a Gemini as well. Also, I got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody's trying to remember the memories or something. Somebody wanted to chase somebody. Somebody's pregnant with twins because when me seeing that, so somebody may be because that's the sun. So someone may be giving birth spring or summer, or somebody gave birth last spring or summer or something like that. Also, someone just did a ritual, a offering. I keep on forgetting to figure out. I forgot which Yoruba like sweets, and I figured like if you offer this Yoruba sweets, you will have to stay on this person's sweet side. But a lot of people fail to realize if you make an offering to certain deities, if you do not follow through and or you do something and you don't stay consistent with whatever ritual or whatever request it is for that amount of time or days, you will get the trickster energy of that deity because you didn't do something. So basically, if you make it mad, you see its negative side. You'll receive the consequences of its negative side. Also see somebody like London Bridge is falling down, falling down. Shit, the London Bridge might actually fucking fall down, or somebody like a major bridge in a city. I don't know what fucking city or state this is gonna be in, but it's like I could see a big ass bridge just passing over something, but I could see like it's like a crash or a fucking big ass crack where it's just like if they move in a particular way, like it's a bridge really fit to fucking collapse. Or it's like roads or something like that, like a roadway or something like that that's collapsed somewhere. Someone might need to go monitor that because it's gonna lead to something else, and the repairs for that is gonna be a lot. But why are we? What's the message for this? Let's see. Yeah, somebody's also backing away. There's a lot of people backing away from something. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. They was like, hey. I'm hearing a man say, hey, not today. I also hear, not today, Satan. Not today. Go away. Go to hell. Why would you tell somebody to go to hell? Aren't you the pastor? Aren't you the preacher? Also, Keetra, that's Johnny's wife. She done had that motherfucker under. I'm here. Someone please call 911. Someone's name is Mary. Someone's name, first, middle, or last, starts with a J. Y. Wya, Wyatt, Ira, Myra, or some shit like that. Amira, Wanda. I'm getting the last name Rodriguez. I'm getting Martinez. I'm getting Torres. I'm getting the name Enid. Enid. I don't know. I'm hearing Jackson. I'm hearing the name Michael, or somebody might be listening to Michael Jackson, or somebody's nickname is MJ. Also, somebody just poured them a cup of brown liquor because it's just like there's something in this. Somebody might want to be careful. If you're going to be drinking liquor, please don't. Someone put something in a bottle. Like, if you have a bottle of liquor at home, somebody put some shit when you was gone. I don't know if if you got people that work for you or somebody that lives with you. Somebody put something in your liquor. So if you already drunk it, don't feel kind of, I mean, don't be surprised if you wake up the next day feeling some type of way. Also, make sure that if you got cameras around your house, turn them bitches on, because somebody might end up coming to your home and you don't even know that they coming to your home, and what they put in your liquor, someone put something in your liquor. This shit is going to make you woozy as fuck, and you ain't even going to know that you did something with someone immediately. If you wake up with your clothes off, if you feel like something is off, if you're a man, I know it's like, man, I'm just thinking with my dick. I'm just dumb. Somebody might want to like do I don't know how men smell their peni and they bolas and stuff like that. You might want to check that. But somebody did put something in your liquor. I'm hearing somebody saying, I'm ovulating. I gotta get this baby from him. So I don't know if you broke up with somebody. Listen, if you a big timer and you got money or something like that, you got a bitch that's trying to trap your ass. I'm getting somebody's trying to get rid of somebody's ass, and somebody trying to trap your ass. Somebody gonna get your ass though. If you drunk that liquor, I feel for ya. Cause she fit to hop up on ya. Or he about to hop up on you. One of the two. Somebody fit to get taken advantage of. And I feel like whoever get taken advantage of, somebody's gonna be somebody that they met up in a club. So it is weekend time. So if you meet somebody at a club, be careful. An Aquarius or a Leo. If you're an Aquarius or Leo and you going to the club, you might want to be careful. I'm hearing somebody gonna mess around and end up getting somebody caught up with life, because if you end up getting drugged or you drink this liquor, someone is going to fucking find out. Whoever that this person that did this shit, they're gonna sleep with you, but someone has HIV. Yep, somebody has HIV, uncurable disease. I'm hearing saying, you're not going to deny me. I can hear somebody saying some hateful shit like that. You're not going to deny me. And this person has a severe STD. So it could be HIV. It could be the syphilis. It could be herpes. It could be anything. But I'm getting like HIV or AIDS. And this person is trying to drug somebody to give it to them. It's like I'm hearing one way or another. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna find you. Yeah, someone's trying to hunt someone down. I also hear somebody's trying to get someone gunned down. So, yeah, this is a conversation that's going on right now. I feel like I'm sitting in like somebody is really getting surveillance, and this is not the local FBI. This is outside FBI, Interpol. So this is internationally. Somebody sitting in the car listening to somebody's conversation. I feel like somebody by tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, if you need all the keys and clues to everything that they needed to know about who is who did what, who did they hire. I feel like somebody runs their mouth too much. I'm hearing somebody, shit, I'm about to fucking retire. Fuck this. Like somebody saying, I don't want no parts of this shit. I'm trying to retire. I ain't even mad at you. You might want to fall back for this shit because whoever did it, I'm hearing a Rico. And y'all know motherfuckers don't come back from a Rico. Racketeering. Y'all stealing and shit. Trying to kill a motherfucker that is innocent. I'm hearing a Rico. I just got hit with a Rico. Baby. Ain't no coming back from a Rico. Also, someone's going to get a RICO charge and probably 3 other charges on top of that. Someone's getting life. Because I keep hearing that someone call 911. Someone call that 911. Tell them what? Someone going to try to get someone shot at. He didn't care and he didn't wonder. Also, I mean, this could go either way, man or woman. Somebody's still battling their sexuality. Yeah, that's their demon. Did someone try to pass this to their kid? Or I told a man that before, like, bro. But someone's gonna try to pass that energy. Where did card go? What's this gonna come out? Yeah, some truth's about to be announced. Something's gonna be heard. It's gonna be televised because this is given like someone's gonna be able to speak on about this or about how it affected them and things like that. So this is going to be a very major big case. I feel like someone is going to do their best to try to save face or try to settle it out of court. I keep hearing something is a disgrace. I hear somebody's ancestors saying this is a fucking disgrace. I'm also hearing somebody's like, how dare you do this to my face. Somebody's name is Grace or Griselle, Danielle, Misael, Adriel. I'm hearing all these names. These are names that's coming through. Cornell. Somebody used to be a colonel. Somebody was a colonel. Oh shit. Are colonels involved in this? This is ridiculous. Blackman, the last name Blackman. All right. I'm hearing Negro, Lewis, Lewis or Louisa, Annalisa, Yamalis or Yamin, Naomi, Aaron, Rory, Santana, Aguilar, Vasquez, Ayala, Rosa, Angela, Tyrienne or Tyann or Tanisha or Taya Tanaya or something like that. Jasmine, Jessica, Rachel. What other damn? They giving me a list of names. Carla, Eminis. I don't know how to say that fucking name. I can hear it, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Eunice, Isis, Irene, or Eileen, or Irene, Marilyn, Mary, Maria. She reminds me of the West Side Story. Spanish Harlem. Carlos. I said Santana earlier. Somebody might listen to Carlos Santana or like Carlo Mense, Carlos Montana. I don't know. I saw hearing somebody's fit to recant. I keep hearing something about recanting what they said. So there's gonna be some reports being recanted. Somebody's gonna recant their report or what they said. It's gonna be 3 people recanting. 4 to 9 people. So someone's contemplating what it is that they're gonna say and how they're gonna say it. I also feel like somebody's gonna figure out how we're gonna get away with this. We need to plan the great escape. Cause it's like I keep hearing it seems like she just knows every fucking damn thing. It's driving me insane. It's gonna be okay, my darling. No, it's not. It sounded good.